I make a lot of videos about hair and how to keep it full because it's something I care a lot about. When my hair was thinning a few years ago, it made me really self-conscious. As men especially, we don't have a lot that we can do to improve our appearance, right? We can grow a beard and we can get a tan, apart from working out, of course, right? So yeah, having a full head of hair is important to a lot of us. Also, I'm an actor and not being bald is definitely an advantage. So today we're going to look at 4 hair and scalp serums that all claim to increase hair thickness and stimulate growth. Just as a heads up, 3 of them are some of the most popular serums out there, and one of them is a product that I've developed and that I'm very proud of. It contains an award-winning ingredient that I haven't seen in any other serums out there, and I've been using it for a while with great results. 3 of the serums are for men and women, and 1 is just for men. I will be comparing the key active ingredients in each serum and their potential benefits, the texture and consistency. Some are watery, others more oily or gel-like. And to me, this really becomes a deal breaker with 2 of the serums. I'll also give you a quick comparison of the pros and cons, and lastly, the price of each serum. The serums range from $11.40 per ounce to $49 per ounce, so quite a big range there. By the end of the video, you'll have a clearer idea of what you're really getting in each bottle, what might just be good marketing, and which serum's ingredients actually have the science to back them up. So let's dive in and break down the first serum. This is the ordinary multi-peptide serum for hair density. So let's look at the key ingredients. This serum contains redenzel, which supposedly reactivates stem cells in the hair follicle and reduces inflammation. Backed by multiple studies, though mostly funded by its manufacturer, it shows strong promise in reactivating dormant follicles and increasing hair density and strength. Next, the serum contains capixyl, which is a peptide complex combined with red clover extract. This is also a non-hormonal hair growth complex that works by inhibiting DHT, reinforcing follicles, and calming inflammation. In a 24-week randomized study of 32 participants, it matched the effectiveness of 3% minoxidil in increasing terminal hair count, with no reported side effects, while the minoxidil group had 1 case of scalp eczema. And this study was independently funded, which is always a good thing, right? Next, the serum contains procapil, a peptide and botanical blend that supposedly strengthens follicles and combats aging-related thinning. Multiple independently funded clinical trials back its efficacy. Next, the serum includes bicapil, which is a patented botanical blend of a flowering plant native to East Asia, particularly China, Korea, and Russia. It's a key herb in traditional Chinese medicine and is valued for its rich concentration of flavonoids. And bicapil is backed by credible science. It helps switch hair follicles into growth mode, increases hair count and density, and shows cellular anti-aging effects. This evidence includes both manufacturer-funded studies and at least 1 independently conducted clinical trial demonstrating tangible hair regrowth effects. Lastly, the serum contains anagen, which is a peptide-rich pea sprout extract that may stimulate hair follicle activation. Most studies have been conducted or supported by the manufacturer, and there is limited independent research. The pros: unique ingredients, and most of them have significant studies to back them up. I like that it's fragrance-free and that it contains caffeine as a bonus, but I do think it's a bit greasy. And I don't love the consistency. And it's also a bit thin. You gotta be quick rubbing it in or it's gonna run down your forehead. Another con, it contains multiple synthetic stabilizers. The price? It's $22.80 for 2 ounces or 60 milliliters, which means the price per ounce is $11.40, which is very good. Final score, 4.5. Next, we have the Divi Scalp Serum. The bottle says, revitalize and detoxify. The ingredients are tea tree oil, peppermint oil, and eucalyptus oil, and these 3 are meant to cleanse and invigorate the scalp. Rosemary leaf extract is next. Rosemary leaf extract may support hair growth by improving scalp circulation, reducing inflammation, and potentially blocking DHT, which is of course a hormone linked to hair loss. Scientific studies, including one comparing it to 2% minoxidil, show similar results in promoting hair regrowth, making it a promising natural option for early stage thinning. Next, this serum contains 2 peptides, Copper tripeptide 1 is believed to support hair growth by stimulating blood flow, extending the anagen or growth phase, and promoting tissue repair around the follicle, while acetyl tetrapeptide 3 may strengthen the hair anchoring structure and reduce inflammation. While there is moderate scientific support, including small clinical trials and laboratory studies, more large-scale independent research is needed to confirm their effectiveness for hair regrowth. The serum also contains hyaluronic acid, which helps maintain scalp hydration and barrier function, and also green tea extract, which contains antioxidants like EGCG that may reduce DHT levels and inflammation linked to hair loss. The pros. This formulation is low in synthetic stabilizers and preservatives, using gentler alternatives. For people who like a minty cooling sensation on their scalp, you might really like this. I don't. So here we go with the cons. The tea tree oil, peppermint, and eucalyptus make this way too minty for me and a lot of other people. The reviews are very mixed, and more studies are definitely needed for the ingredients, especially the peptides. Another big con, it's expensive. It's $48 for 1 ounce, which means $48 per ounce, or 30 milliliters. Final score, 2.5. Next up, we have the ASLF Hair Growth Boost Serum. ASLF stands for Aging Slowly, Living Fully, and this is my serum. I'm very proud of this formulation. Let's look at the key ingredients. My Hair Growth Boost Serum contains an award-winning ingredient, and that is Densital, which is made from microalgae. The serum additionally incorporates several potent ingredients without added alcohol or fragrance, and it's for both men and women. Densital, which was developed by a company called Algactive, has proven effects in enhancing hair density and reducing hair loss. A 5-month clinical study was conducted to evaluate the efficacy of Densital. The trial focused on its effects on hair loss, hair density, and scalp health. Key findings of that study were a 25.9% increase in hairs in the anagen or growth phase and an 11.43% increase in overall hair density, which demonstrates the product's ability to promote hair growth. So this shows a 4-fold increase in hair density compared to EGF, epidermal growth factor, and a 2-fold increase compared to minoxidil. Densital combines extracts from 2 microalgae species, spirulina and chlorella. Spirulina provides phycocyanin, which is a blue pigment that activates the NRF2 pathway, enhancing the hair's antioxidant defenses and protecting against oxidative stress. Chlorella offers xanthophylls, which are pigments that inhibit cortisol levels and boost melatonin activity, which counters the harmful effects of stress on hair follicles and promotes cellular repair. The serum also contains the active Bicapil complex, which we already talked about. Bicapil is linked to improved follicle anchorage and reduced hair loss. Bicapil is a trademarked botanical complex made from soy and wheat sprouts, and it's designed to stimulate hair growth and increase hair density and reduce hair loss by activating stem cells and prolonging the hair's anagen or growth phase. There are independent studies on the core botanical ingredient in Bicapil, and these studies show that it can significantly promote hair follicle growth. Additionally, an independent clinical trial on Bicapil formulations showed they effectively reduced hair shedding and promoted regrowth in patients suffering from hair loss. Now, these findings provide credible, non-manufacturer funded evidence supporting Bicapil's potential benefits. And of course, the serum also contains rosemary leaf extract, which we already talked about and which is a true superstar when it comes to boosting circulation to the scalp. Most serums I've tried that contain rosemary are very oily, and this one isn't. The texture is very light, and you don't have to wash your hair twice like I had to with some of these other serums. Next, the serum has ginger. Ginger contains active compounds like gingerol and singiberine, which stimulate blood flow to the scalp. Improved circulation ensures that hair follicles receive more oxygen and nutrients, right? Which promotes healthier and faster hair growth. And next, another key player in this serum is licorice root extract, which may benefit hair growth by reducing scalp inflammation, soothing irritation, and potentially inhibiting 5-alpha reductase, which is the enzyme involved in DHT production, right? A key factor in androgenetic hair loss. It also has antimicrobial and antioxidant properties that help maintain a healthy scalp environment. And last, to give your hair and scalp that extra boost, I've added vitamin C and vitamin A, and these antioxidants help fight free radicals and support collagen production, which is essential for healthy, resilient hair. So, the pros? Both Densidil and Bicapil have shown promising results in clinical studies, with Bicapil increasing hair density and reducing hair shedding in a 6-month trial, and Densidil demonstrating improvements in scalp barrier function and follicle vitality. Another pro, the serum contains only a few mild synthetic components, mainly for preservation and pH stabilization. Another big plus is the consistency. It is just right. It will not run down your forehead. And lastly, affordability. It's a 2-ounce bottle and it costs $35, which means $17.50 per ounce, and this bottle lasts you for months. Now, the cons? For some of the ingredients like ginger and licorice root extract, even though used for a long time in traditional medicine for hair growth, scientific evidence is limited. Final score, 4.5. Now, the last serum we will look at today is the Nutrafol Men's Hair Serum with ashwagandha exosomes. Let's look at the key ingredients. Nutrafol says that this serum uses a patent-pending exosome delivery system sourced from, which is ashwagandha, right? And supposedly they penetrate deeply into the scalp to deliver adaptogenic, anti-inflammatory, and stress-resilient compounds, helping revive follicle health and visible hair density. Now, ashwagandha exosomes are emerging as a new ingredient in hair care, and it's believed to support hair growth by delivering concentrated cell-derived signaling molecules that may reduce stress-induced inflammation and stimulate follicle activity and enhance scalp regeneration. Now, since ashwagandha is well known for its adaptogenic and anti-inflammatory properties, its exosomes may amplify these effects at the cellular level. However, scientific research on ashwagandha exosomes, specifically for hair growth, is still very limited. Another ingredient in the serum is pea sprout extract, which we already talked about earlier. It may help reduce hair shedding and support stronger, fuller looking hair. A small clinical study supported increased hair density and reduced hair loss after 3 months of use. But while results are promising, most scientific evidence comes from manufacturer-sponsored trials. And the serum also contains caffeine, which I like. It's a nice addition to any serum. Definitely can't hurt. And ideally, you're supposed to combine the serum with supplements, which ends up being quite pricey. The pros. The serum is praised for its fast-absorbing, non-greasy texture, and I did like the consistency. Caffeine is also a good addition to a serum. Now, the cons, it's expensive. It's $49 for 1 ounce. And I really don't like that they try to sell it as a package with supplements, making it seem like you need them both, which would be pricey. I think it's around $120 per month. And another thing that I don't like about this one, it contains a moderate level of synthetic stabilizers and preservatives. So if you have sensitive skin, you definitely want to do a patch test with this one. And the biggest con for me, I just don't find these ingredients very impressive. Ashwagandha exosomes, I don't know, needs a lot more studies showing evidence of benefits. Same with pea sprout extract, right? Now price, like I said, $49 for 1 ounce or 30 milliliters. So price per ounce, $49. Final score, 2. So to summarize, I would go for the ordinary multi-peptide serum for hair density if you want the most affordable serum that still features very promising ingredients, or the Aging Slowly, Living Fully Hair Boost Growth Serum, which features potent active ingredients with multiple studies to back up their effectiveness, and with no synthetic fragrance, essential oils, or harsh preservatives or alcohol. If you love this channel, order mine, and most of the profit from the serum goes back into making videos for you, so I would appreciate your support. But it's a really great product. I've been using it for months and I love the results I'm getting with it. Let me know in the comments what your experience with hair serums is, and if there's one I should check out. Take care.